The listing photos on most New Zealand property websites no longer show the property exactly as it exists. Rubbish bins are being digitally erased, skies replaced with sunsets that never happened, and entire rooms staged with furniture that is not there. In some cases, damage is concealed or features altered before a buyer ever sets foot on the property. This is not occasional. It is standard practice across the industry, and New Zealand has no specific law requiring agents to disclose any of it. Leon Thomason is the managing director of Build Vision, an Auckland-based property photography agency, and a former real estate agent himself. He told RNZ that AI is now used in most of his work to some degree, usually subtle enough that a viewer would never notice. His team uses Adobe Photoshop's AI tools for what he describes as minor adjustments, removing rubbish bins, TV cords, skip bins, and portaloos from exterior shots. What used to be done only on request is now expected by clients on every listing. Thomason said he now looks at where the bins are and asks himself whether it would be easier to remove them with AI than to physically move them. It goes well beyond bins. Every property image that leaves Build Vision gets a sky replacement, regardless of whether it was sunny or overcast on the day. One photo per listing is typically enhanced with a fake dust sky effect because the agency believes it helps the listing stand out online. Thomason said his team spent years buying different lenses and cameras trying to capture the best dusk light. But now that AI exists, a fake sunset looks better and works more reliably every time. Virtual staging is standard too. Empty rooms are digitally furnished using AI so buyers can visualize a layout. But Philip Reeve, a Ray White real estate agent with more than 20 years of experience, flagged a problem most buyers would not think about. Unless the digital staging is done carefully, the placement of virtual furniture can alter where a window appears to be or change the perceived dimensions of a room across different images in the same listing. The angles do not always line up, and that inconsistency can mislead a buyer about the actual space they're walking into. Land sellers also regularly request AI renders showing what could be built on a section, which Thomason says helps potential buyers envision a plan. When clients ask for more aggressive changes, like digitally replacing a roof, Thomason says his team reminds them about their obligations not to mislead. He noted that those requests usually come from homeowners who plan to replace the roof before settlement anyway, and want the photo taken early so the marketing campaign is not held up. Reeve says he has not personally seen extreme examples in New Zealand, but one case he spotted in Australia prompted him to post a public reminder about AI do's and don'ts. In his view, the distinction comes down to concealment versus visualization. If a property has a power pylon and it is digitally removed from the photo, that is deception. Artificially enlarging a room or hiding damage would also fail the test. Digitally sowing lush green grass may be acceptable, he says, but it still requires an AI disclosure. Catherine Jensen, a marketing professional teaching fellow at the University of Auckland, agrees that AI photo editing should be limited to low-risk applications, the types of editing that have been done for years, just done manually. Removing temporary clutter or brightening a photo falls into that category. High-risk applications are different. She gave examples including digitally touching up paint that was never actually applied or changing the view from a window. Jensen also pointed to a broader problem. The New Zealand government has taken what she described as a light-touch approach, relying on existing legislation rather than introducing AI-specific rules. Governance, she said, is often required at the individual company level because there are not necessarily specific safeguards in place from a legislative perspective. That assessment lines up with reality. New Zealand has no dedicated AI law and no AI-specific regulator. The government's July 2025 AI strategy is deliberately pragmatic and relies on existing frameworks, primarily the Privacy Act and the Fair Trading Act, along with voluntary principles. According to the strategy itself, only 28% of New Zealand businesses had a good understanding of the legal and ethical implications of AI at the time of publication. A separate Microsoft survey found 74% of New Zealand business leaders worry their organization lacks an AI plan and vision. The regulatory framework that does exist was not built with AI in mind, but it still applies. Under the Fair Trading Act 1986, Section 9 prohibits any person in trade from engaging in conduct that is misleading or deceptive or likely to mislead or deceive. Section 14 prohibits false or misleading representations in connection with the sale of land, covering the nature of the property, its characteristics, and its condition. Intent does not matter. A party can be liable even if they did not know the information was false. Penalties run up to $60,000 for individuals and $200,000 for companies. Licensed real estate agents also operate under the Real Estate Agents Act 2008 and the Professional Conduct and Client Care Rules. Rule 6.4 states that a licensee must not mislead a customer or client, nor provide false information, nor withhold information that should by law or in fairness be provided to a customer or client. The Real Estate Agents Disciplinary Tribunal can impose fines of up to $15,000 for individuals and $30,000 for companies, order compensation of up to $100,000, and cancel licenses. In November 2024, the Real Estate Authority issued formal guidance on the use of generative AI in the real estate sector. The guidance was prepared following feedback from licensees, including representatives participating in the REA's industry advisory groups. REA Chief Executive Belinda Moffett stated that marketing may create interest but should not be misleading, and that marketing photos should be a true representation of the property, whether digitally enhanced through AI, virtually staged, or shot with a wide lens. The guidance makes clear that licensees remain accountable for services provided, and that an error made by an AI tool will not be a defense to any breach. It also warned that agencies and supervisors may be held to account for breaches by salespeople and other staff members under their supervision. The REA recommended careful human oversight and encouraged agencies to have policies in place around AI use. But the guidance is voluntary. It is advisory, not enforceable regulation, and there is no mandatory disclosure label for AI-altered listing images in New Zealand. Overseas, regulation has already moved further. In California, Assembly Bill 723 took effect on the 1st of January 2026. It requires real estate agents and brokers to include a reasonably conspicuous disclosure when listing photos have been digitally altered and to provide a link to the original unaltered images. The law applies across every platform, from MLS listings and personal websites to social media, portals, and virtual tours. Even with that law in place, compliance has been poor. A study by real estate intelligence platform Corley examined nearly 40,000 listing images across the 4 largest U.S. portals during the first quarter of 2026. It found that 10.8% of primary listing photos showed evidence of digital alteration, with sky replacement being the most common type, and more than 90% of those altered images carried no visible disclosure. In Australia, Queensland's Office of Fair Trading sent direct compliance communications to every real estate licensee in the state in June 2026, targeting AI-manipulated marketing images. And in October 2025, Australia's Treasury confirmed that the country's consumer law applies equally to AI-generated and AI-altered content, making the agent who publishes it responsible regardless of what tool created it. New Zealand has none of these measures, and the consequences of that gap are already visible. In April 2026, Queenstown real estate agent Donna Hewitt of Connect Realty posted an AI-generated image on social media depicting herself in military gear standing in a war zone alongside U.S. President Donald Trump. The image featured military helicopters, explosions, and a sold sign bearing her branding. The post proclaimed she had sold 6 properties that month in the midst of the Middle East conflict. It was deleted after widespread criticism, and Hewitt apologized, calling it inappropriate and insensitive. That incident was not about listing photos, but it demonstrated what happens when AI tools are cheap and fast, and the judgment required to use them responsibly has not caught up. The pattern extends beyond real estate. In April 2025, the ACT Party was embarrassed when AI-generated stock images, including a dog with human teeth, appeared in political advertising. In February 2026, at least 10 Facebook pages were found pushing AI-generated fake news to thousands of New Zealanders, including a fabricated video of a real landslide victim. That same month, New Zealand's Privacy Commissioner co-signed a joint statement with more than 50 international agencies expressing concern about AI-generated imagery depicting identifiable individuals without consent. According to Datacom's 2026 survey, 87% of New Zealand organizations now use some form of AI. Adoption has outpaced governance. The pressure on the complaint system is mounting in parallel. The REA's 2025 annual report recorded a 35% increase in formal complaints in the year to June 2025, reaching 487. 9% of licensees subject to complaints had findings of misconduct or unsatisfactory conduct. Complaint themes included customer service, skill and care, disclosure, misleading advertising, and poor communication. Belinda Moffat said the results indicated most licensees were maintaining high standards, but acknowledged an increase in consumer dissatisfaction with the performance of real estate agency work. One assumption buyers might make is that AI editing has driven down the cost of property photography. It has not. Thomason says each time you push generate to remove something or create a new image, it costs money. If the first result is not right, you regenerate with a better prompt. Do that 5 times on a single video clip, and you might spend $20 on 5 seconds of footage. That cost is absorbed by the photographer, not passed through to the client. Reeve recommends buyers add 2 questions to their usual inspection list. Are the online photos an accurate representation of the property? And is there anything we need to know that is beyond the frame? Those are reasonable questions, but they rely on the agent answering honestly, which brings it back to Rule 6.4 and the Fair Trading Act. AI photo enhancement is now standard across the New Zealand real estate industry. Sky replacements happen on every listing. Virtual staging is routine. In some cases, more aggressive alterations are being requested and carried out. The REA has issued guidance, and the Fair Trading Act provides a legal backstop, but there is no mandatory AI disclosure, no labeling requirement, and no dedicated enforcement mechanism for digitally altered listing images. California has legislated and requires agents to link to original unaltered photos. Queensland has sent compliance notices to every licensee in the state. Australia's Treasury has confirmed that consumer law applies to AI-altered content with no exceptions. New Zealand has not taken any equivalent step. And for anyone searching for a home right now, the photos on the listing may show the property as it is, or they may show what someone wanted it to be. Subscribe for more informative reports.